So Janine in Delaware, she said, I have the property under contract. This is the property that you and she have been working on, Sheree. She said, yay, I am responsible for finding the title company. They want me to select one immediately. With the last couple properties I had under contract, the broker hired the title company. It required very little input from me. And then her questions are, what do you think I should ask the title company?
What she should ask the title company. Okay, well, so first of all, in some states, like California, you have the title company and the escrow company as one entity, like in Northern California. In other places, like Southern California, the escrow company is separate from the title company. So what ends up happening is when you send the money in, it goes to escrow, then they transfer it to the title, escrow gets all the paperwork together, then the title company does the rest. So what do you ask a title company? Ask them, first of all, how long would it take for the title search? Now, title search can take a few days, it can take up to 2 weeks. It's important to have a reputable title company so the search doesn't take forever. You don't want to be sitting waiting for the title search to make sure you can read it and see, yeah, the property is in the name of John Doe who's selling the property to me, etc. So you want to ask, first question is, how long does it take you for the title search? Now, for those who are doing deals with us and the joint venture, we have usually the property under contract 45 days, which is what I recommend the business model for anybody, at least 45 days, then an extra 2 weeks to close. We close all cash, so we don't run some really title information, all this till the last 2 weeks. So it's important to have a title company that's on the ball that can get the title search done within a few days, maximum 1 week. You can also ask them, how many title insurance claims have you had? When there is a problem with the title, there is an insurance claim because you get title insurance. Usually, believe it or not, I looked that up yesterday, and title insurance claims are 5%. So out of 100 transactions, there are 5 that end up being an insurance claim that the title company has to resolve. So always get title insurance. So you're gonna ask them, how long does the title search take? How much does title insurance cost? There is a title insurance policy, and in states like Florida and Texas, it's actually set by the state, and here's what it is. It's regulated, and it's usually around $1,000, so you know. In some other places like California, it's not regulated. So one title insurance company may charge you $1,200, the other $1,400, the third one maybe $1,100. Are you really trying to save pennies to have title insurance? Insurance is very important in the world of business. So I like to use big, reputable insurance, title insurance companies and title companies. I use Old Republic Title. I've used them for years. It's so good to use them. I have their text, the main lady's text, and I can just send her a text on a Sunday. Hey, sorry, I just noticed this, can you do this? And she would respond. That's just huge with volume. But in average normal person doing one transaction, you want to know who you're going to be dealing with, what's the title insurance policy cost is going to be, how many claims have they had as a company, and listen carefully, because they may say, oh, our attorney is very experienced and we can do this. So listen to who, because every title insurance company deals with an attorney's office. And how long does it take for the title search? And should I expect to make any type of upfront payments? Usually none. But just ask that question. And usually a question that comes up kind of, I don't know if Janine asked this, but who pays for title insurance? And usually whoever chooses the title company pays for the title insurance. But I always want to get it. So if the seller says, if I'm buying and the seller says, no, I'm not going to pay for that, I'll pay for it. It's very important to have insurance in business. And a side note, how important insurance is. In the world of business, you can do well for 9 transactions, but one transaction could go so bad, can wipe out all your gains from the 9 previous ones. Best case of insurance company I've ever studied, because I studied insurances in the 90s very carefully. I actually became an insurance broker for life insurance to study how they take that money and they actually deploy it to invest the money so they can pay life insurance $1 million and $500,000. How come they don't lose the money? How do they do it? And these actuarial reports, these people that study calculus of probability are the best in the business. Best case of insurance company I've ever seen or read about was Aristotle Onassis, one of the richest people in the world, long time ago, a Greek guy who had set up global insurance for his shipping. He had like petroleum shipping empire, and he would bring the gas from the petrol from Saudi Arabia to the West. And supposedly when the CIA wanted to hurt his business, they were messing with him, and they blocked his ships somewhere in the Mediterranean. He had insurance, ended up making more money per day than if the ships were functioning, and made him the richest man in the world. And the insurance company was Lloyd's of London, so it was a very big, reputable insurance company. They had to pay, otherwise they would be sued. So get insurance, get title insurance. If anything goes wrong, they will handle it and they'll work it out. And ask them the questions I said previously.